Hey y'all, welcome back to Full Scope Fitness. This is part 4 of the NSCA's Basics of Strength Review, and today we're going to talk about why random workouts lead to random results and what to do instead. We're diving into a training concept that separates gym goers from real athletes, a method that helps you build consistent strength, avoid burnout, and actually see the progress you've been working for. It's called periodization. And once you understand it, you'll never train the same way again. So whether you're brand new to lifting, stuck in a plateau, or coaching clients of your own, this one's going to give you clarity and direction. Let's get into it. What is periodization, really? So periodization, it sounds like something out of a textbook, right? But don't let the word throw you off. It just means this. You're organizing your training into phases. So you're not going 100% all the time, or lifting heavy with no rest, or doing the same thing month after month and wondering why you're not growing. The idea is this. Your body adapts to stress, but it doesn't adapt instantly. And it doesn't adapt if the stress is too high for too long. So with periodization, you're planning out how much volume, intensity, and frequency you train with over time, in a way that leads to long-term performance, not just short-term soreness. Why it matters, the real-world impact. Here's the reality. Most people walk into the gym with no real plan. They follow what feels hard, or they follow what's trending. And don't get me wrong, hard work is part of this. But effort without direction? That's just spinning your wheels. Let me paint a picture. Let's say you want to get stronger, like deadlift 400 pounds. If you start maxing out every week, you're going to burn out or get injured. But if you spend 12 weeks progressively building up, starting with lighter weights, reinforcing good form, then slowly adding intensity, you'll get there without breaking yourself in the process. That's periodization. The building blocks of periodization. All right. Let's break it down. There are 5 levels we think about in a periodized plan. Annual plan, macro cycle. This is the big picture. Maybe it's 6 months, maybe a full year. It's where you lay out the long-term goal, like preparing for a competition, building size, or just getting leaner and more athletic. Macro cycle blocks. You divide that year into training blocks, typically 3-6 months, each with its own focus: strength, hypertrophy, endurance, power, etc. Mesocycle. Each macrocycle is broken into 4 to 6 week chunks where you build and progress in a specific direction. Microcycle. This is your week-to-week programming. It's how you manage volume and intensity so you're not frying your nervous system. Training session. The individual workout, warm-up, main lifts, accessory work, cool down. It's a pyramid, and at the top, performance, results, longevity. The SAID principle, you get what you train for. Let's throw in a principle from Chapter 1. SAID, specific adaptations to imposed demands. Basically, the body adapts specifically to the stress you give it. Want to get faster? Sprint? Want to deadlift more? Practice heavy pulling. Want to build work capacity? Train with smart volume. Your program should reflect your goal, not just what's popular. So if you're doing random hit circuits but your goal is strength, you're training against your goal. Periodization aligns your training with the results you want. The GAS model. Train, recover, adapt. This is key, the General Adaptation Syndrome model. Here's how it works. Alarm phase. You introduce a new stimulus. Your body says, "Whoa!" You feel sore, fatigued. Resistance phase. Your body adapts. It gets stronger, faster, more efficient. Exhaustion phase. If you don't rest or deload, your body crashes. You plateau, or worse, you get injured. So what do? We program deloads, light weeks. We rotate training goals every 4 to 6 weeks. That's how we stay in the resistance phase, the sweet spot for gains. A real-world example. The 12-week plan. Let's say you've got 12 weeks to train. You could break it down like this. Weeks 1-4, base phase, higher reps, lower intensity. Focus on form, volume, and movement quality. Weeks 5-8, strength phase, moderate reps, higher weight. Training gets heavier. You push intensity. Weeks 9-12, peak phase, low reps, heavy loads, more explosive work. You're sharpening the sword. Each week you might lift 4 days. 2 focused on power or explosiveness. 2 focused on pure strength. This structure prevents burnout. It manages fatigue. It builds the athlete, not just the muscles. Common mistakes to avoid. Here's what most people mess up. No progression. You lift the same weight every week. Too much intensity. Every day is max effort. Your joints hate you. No deloads. You wonder why you're tired all the time. No goal alignment. You say you want to get stronger, but train like a marathoner. If this sounds familiar, no shame. But now you know what to change. Closing thoughts. Purpose over chaos. Here's the truth, y'all. Working hard is easy. Working smart takes discipline. It's easy to train hard. It's harder to step back, write out a plan, and follow it with patience. But that's where real results come from. That's where injuries drop, performance goes up, and the gym becomes a tool, not a trap. So, if you're ready to take your training to the next level, start here. Even a simple 3-phase plan can make a massive difference. If you got value from today's episode, do me a favor. Share this with one person who's trying to get stronger, or someone stuck in that more is better mindset. And if you want help building out a custom 12-week plan using these principles, hit me up. I got you. This is Full Scope Fitness, and I'll catch you in episode 5, where we'll talk about how to build the perfect training session, start to finish. Train smart, train hard, and always train with purpose. God bless.